This is Kasturi De. Today I'm going to continue with the discussion of this light energy chapter according to ICC syllabus class 8. Okay. So in my last video, I discussed about the some of the examples of this refraction of light. That is this mirage and early sunrise and late sunset. Okay. So today I'll start with the refraction of light through a rectangular glass block. Okay. A rectangular glass block rather, it's a PQRS is taken. See, from the picture you can get a PQRS block. Okay, it's a glass block. Okay, and a light AO, a ray, light ray, AO is falling on the surface PQ. Okay, now NOM is the normal at the point of incidence O. Okay, to the surface PQ. At the surface PQ, the ray AO enters from air to glass. It's an incident ray which is entering from rarer to denser medium, that is air to glass. So it bends towards the normal. According to the rules of refraction, if the light ray enters from rarer to denser medium, then the ray bends towards the normal after refraction. So this normal is NOM, as I told you. So this ray, that is AO, when it enters into the glass block, it's a denser medium than the outside the glass block, that's a rarer medium. So the light ray is entering from rarer to denser medium and is bending towards the normal NOM. The ray, now it becomes OB. Travel along OB. At the surface RS, okay, here another refraction occurs. Okay, here this OB, which was the refracted ray for the first surface PQ, now this becomes the incident ray for the second surface RS of the glass block. Okay, now this N dash B M dash, that is the normal here for the incident ray OB. Okay, now the block is denser medium and the ray now comes out of the block after refraction. So the ray now travels from denser to rarer medium. So the ray after refraction, it bends away from the normal. Okay, so see, the ray after refraction becomes the ray OB, which was the incident ray for the second surface RS. After refraction becomes BC, travels along, coming out after refraction of the RS surface, and it's becoming BC. Okay, now the BC is parallel to the incident ray AO. If the AO incident ray is produced forward to D, then we can see that BC is parallel to AD. Okay. Now both the incident ray and this BC, another thing is that BC becomes now the emergent ray for the second surface RS. So the first AO was the main incident ray. The OB after refraction inside the glass box, that is the main refracted ray, and the BC, which is coming out of the glass surface after refraction, that becomes the emergent ray. Okay, that is parallel to the incident ray AD. Now this emergent ray is bending away from the normal N dash B M dash. Okay, now the angle between C, B and M dash, that angle is known as emergent, the angle of emergence. Okay, that is the angle between the normal and the emergent ray. That angle is known as the angle of emergence. Okay. Next is another thing is that this emergent ray and this incident ray, as they are parallel, they are laterally displaced. Okay, so they are laterally displaced. This is lateral displacement, we call it. This xy, see, that is laterally displaced as xy. This xy, it is represented by xy, and that is known as lateral displacement. Okay, that is lateral displacement, we call it. Okay, that is why we see that when we put some when we see some coin or anything which has fallen inside a bucket full of water, we see that thing is raised up due to this lateral displacement after, which is becoming which is the because of the refraction of light. Okay, next is we come to prism. See, this is the prism which has 2 triangular surfaces and 3 rectangular surfaces. 5 surfaces are there in a triangular prism. 3 surfaces are rectangular, 2 surfaces are triangular, and has 9 edges and 6. So it is prism. What is prism? It is a glass or any other transparent material bounded by 2 triangular surfaces and 3 rectangular surfaces. 2 opposite surfaces of the prism are identical and parallel triangles. Okay, other 3 surfaces are rectangular and inclined on the rectangular surfaces, refracting surfaces. The rectangular surfaces are rectangular refracting surfaces, and the angle between 2 refracting surfaces are known as 2 refracting faces. They are angle of prism. Okay. Next we come to diffraction of light through an equilateral prism. Equilateral means all the 3 sides are same. So this we take such a prism, we have to take it. We have to take an equilateral prism and an incident ray of light PQ, which is striking on one of the surfaces of the prism. Okay, that is AB. Here it is taken as AB, which is where the PQ light ray is striking. That is, incident ray is striking on the surface AB. Okay. Now the ray enters from rarer to denser medium. Here also it's a glass prism. So light ray is entering from air to glass. So therefore it is called that the rarer to denser medium the light is entering, and therefore the light ray is bending towards the normal. Here the normal is n dash. Okay, the normal here it is n dash, and the angle of incidence is angle small I, and the refracted ray after refraction inside the prism, it is EF. Okay, now angle PEN is the angle of incidence on the refracting surface in AB, and n dash EF, that is the angle of refraction, that is small r. Now the refracted ray EF on emerging out from the refracting phase AC, that is the this refracted ray now emerges out as it becomes an incident ray for the surface AC, and it comes out of the prism after refraction as an emergent ray. Now this EF after refraction, as it is coming out of the prism into the air, therefore this glass to air, therefore denser to rarer medium, it is coming out, so it's bending away from the normal. Here the normal is m dash. Okay, now so it bends away from the normal. Okay, and moves along FRS. Okay, then the ray FRS, that is the emergent ray, and the angle MFS, that is the MFS is the emergence, angle of emergence. Okay, that is small e. On the whole, the incident ray PQE has been turned along FRS by the prism. That is, the incident ray which is entering as PQ, it is coming out as RS by the prism. Okay. Now, this is the angle FGH. FGH is the angle of deviation. Okay. FGH is the angle of deviation. See, if the incident ray is produced forward, PQ is stretched forward, it becomes H. Okay. Then there is a lateral displacement between the actual refracted ray and the this one. I mean this is the angle of deviation. Okay, here there is no lateral displacement. Here there is an angle of deviation. The incident ray is deviating from PQ to FRS. So its angle of deviation is there, and the angle between the incident ray and the emergent ray, that is the angle of deviation. Okay, then angle of incidence plus angle of emergence, that is angle I plus angle E, that is equal to what? That is equal to angle A. Angle A is the angle of the prism plus angle D. What is D? It is angle of deviation. Okay, this is known as angle capital D, that is angle of deviation, and capital A angle, that is the angle of prism. So if in case of a prism, there is a formula, that is angle of incidence plus angle of emergence is equal to angle of prism plus angle of deviation. Now there's a note that if the incident ray is approaching a prism from the side of the base, okay, side of the base, on passing through the prism, it bends towards the prism on the other side. Okay, see, from the base it is rising. So it is also, when it is coming out as emergent ray, that is also bending towards the base. So that is the note. Okay, I'll stop here. I'll continue with the rest of the question answers in my next video. Please go through this. If you have any doubt, please do write in the comment box, and hope you are liking the videos. Press the like button and share with your friends so that they can also be benefited from these videos. And if you have not subscribed yet, or you are a new viewer to my channel, please do subscribe to get the notification of my next video. And there's an announcement that I'll be coming with launching a website very soon. Okay, that will carry more information on different subjects. Okay, even the general knowledge also. So please wait for that. And another thing, that if you want any other subjects to be discussed or subjects to be made videos in this YouTube, please let me know. Please do write in the comment box. Thank you.